Hello everybody, welcome. Today we are talking about props and TPR. And this is a lot to do with junior classes, but TPR is also used a lot for adult classes. Of course, beginner levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. Some props can be used for adults as well, such as realia props. So we'll have a look at both adult and junior side of props. But of course, mostly, as you all are aware, this will be used a lot for kids. Kids love cute toys, nice, colorful things on the screen. So first, why should we use props? Why are props so important? First of all, if we're speaking about kids, toys are their world. This is what they do when they're not at school, when they want to have some fun, when they play with their friends, when they go shopping, they want to buy toys. And props are toys for kids, so use them in class to make English more natural, something closer to them. Bring their world to them and they will enjoy English more. So if we have a look at these 4 points here, first of all, they get excited when they see props. It makes them happy. You can immediately see they can focus better if there's a prop that they have to study with. Let's learn with Panda. Oh, immediately they are going to be looking at this prop and they'll get excited about English. Or if you'll just say, okay, let's learn English today. Not as exciting as learning English with a prop. Then 80% of our learners are visual learners. That's something we have to keep in mind because a lot of them like the songs, they like singing, they like teachers doing different voices, they like to read, right, to listen, but 80% are visual learners. And they need to see what they learn. There's no point saying, okay, we're going to learn a word apple. All right, it's like a ball. You can eat it. Maybe it can taste a bit sour. There's no point explaining the theory of an apple. It grows on a tree. It's a fruit, etc. But how about show them a cute apple toy? We're going to learn the word apple. You don't even have to say all of that. You can just go like this. Apple. Say, hello, apple. Immediately they start speaking. Apple, 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 apple. Yeah, good job. And of course, it provides better imitation. In this case, we can mimic a dialogue. How are you? I am happy. How are you? And they know exactly how to answer us. So if you are thinking of using props, you need to know that there are a few categories. And we're going to have a look at each one of these categories in detail, but I want to name all of them. Firstly, and there's 2 parts to this, okay, the whiteboard. There is an interactive whiteboard. First of all, it's the built-in whiteboard. So this is what you see in front of you. And you can do lots of things on this whiteboard. You can draw or write or type directly onto this interactive whiteboard. Secondly, you can use a mini whiteboard yourself. So that is something like this. You can have with you and you can put it on the screen. It's really nice to use as something extra, but of course it is more practical to write classroom notes and engage students in the lesson using the built-in whiteboard. Then this is my number 1 prop. I am sure if you haven't used puppets before and you'll start using it, this will also be your number 1 prop. So I'm going to go ahead and just write number 1 because this is the number 1 prop. So puppets are popular because they look like something real or something out of a TV show or a cartoon. So it makes kids think that they really can speak and they're really answering. You don't have to be a ventriloquist to do this. So it's okay if your mouth moves and the puppet's mouth moves as well. but kids adore these. Then, if you were perhaps a classroom teacher and you still have lots of flashcards, or of course, if you have children of your own and you have lots of flashcards, please use them in class. They are also great. They provide images, even if it's the same ones that you see on the whiteboard, but you show them a flashcard that is of the same image, and it helps them learn. Sometimes they like seeing the same object but differently from different sides. And the last one, realia. This is nice because they get to see the real things, how they really look, not just a flashcard image or a drawn image of a crayon, a real crayon. This is how my crayon looks. And they love seeing these types of things because they also can see how our things look wherever we are, how crayons look from our country. Like this one is a teddy brand. So it's really cute. They enjoy that. And I just want to add one more prop that's not mentioned here. Should I try and attempt and draw a light bulb? Okay. This is a very nice prop as well that I feel should be in this material. Okay. Maybe you can guess what it is. Yes. Costumes and dress up. Costumes, dress up. So this includes clothes, funny hats, maybe big glasses, anything you put on yourself to actually brighten up the class, maybe teach the student about a scarf you're wearing, that items of clothing, vocabulary words like that, or just make it nice and cute. So this would work very nicely for perhaps a 5-year-old girl, a 6-year-old girl, and she'll think I'm a real cat if I do this. And we can learn animals with these ears. So please bring your dress-ups to the classroom. If you have a funny hat, put it on. If you have a nice scarf, put it on. Anything you want to show, and that will look really nice and colorful on the screen. So kids don't only like to look at the whiteboard, they like to look at you. So it's important how you look as well. That's why keep in mind lighting is also very important, your presentation, but that's another training session. Okay, great. Back to the detailed props. Now we're going into details. There is actually another training on this. If you look at the training portal, there is another training, use of whiteboard. And I suggest that you also watch that training. It will have a detailed explanation of how the whiteboard is used. But the whiteboard is an amazing tool. For example, you need to extend your class because you've run out of material. Simply add a page, draw a circle, play a game. Students can draw, you can brighten up the page. So basically you can extend a lesson. If the lesson is a little bit difficult, maybe as we see in the example, you asked your student, what is this color? And of course they don't know what this is, so you have to put a circle there and you have to put an arrow there. Maybe you repeated the question, so now you can highlight it. What is this color? And your student needs some help, right? So you can just write blue in blue, write purple in purple, and thus this helps the student actually understand what you want from them and how to answer. It gives them a hint. So they can say, oh, purple. I sometimes, with very low level students, I sometimes add numbers to this as well, just in case. All right. So I would say, what color is this? 1, 2. 2, teacher, because the word purple might be difficult for a beginner student. Purple, right? Two-syllable words can be tricky for a beginner student, but they always know numbers, and they definitely will know number 1, number 2, number 3. So you can add that as well. As you can see in this case, this suitcase is probably an extension to the lesson. So maybe the student already knows a train. You want to add some more words to expand on the lesson to make it more difficult. So you can now draw a suitcase. You can draw it yourself. And you can type out some more sentences the student can say. Then let's speak about these stickers. All right, the stickers are amazing. Kids really love those stickers. Something you have to keep in mind, there are 2 platforms we have. The platform you're seeing the training in, this live training, is Tutor Meet, and it's our old platform. Eventually it's going to fade out. Maybe it's already faded. But currently we are still using it, so sometimes you might see another platform. But maybe by the time you see this video, there won't be such a thing. So I'm speaking to the future iTutor Group teachers. Very exciting. Anyway, the new platform is called Tutor Meet Plus, and it has like a blue interface. So you will see it's got a blue frame over the material, and you'll see the kids' cameras right under you. And the stickers are found top right corner. So the stickers are in a different place to the old platform. This is bottom left corner for the stickers, and top right corner. Top right corner. Also, the music is there too. So music and stickers. And there are tabs. So you can also select, very similar to this, you can select tabs and you can see what you want to use for your student. As an example here, emotions, sport, animals, transportation. You can ask your student what their favorite animal is and just upload a bunch of stickers so they can pick and choose, or maybe circle. So there we go. Please, I urge you to practice in Tutor Meet practice room. I'm going to paste this here. You can see if you go to the training tab, and just a reminder, practice makes perfect. So you know there's a consultant tab on your platform and there's a training tab. Please go to the training tab and use the whiteboard as much as possible. If you're new to our tutor group, use it as much as possible. So as you can see here, go to something called Tutor Meet Practice. That's the old platform. And of course, practice in the new one called Tutor Meet Plus Practice. And there's a reminder here. It's on the training tab. So please go there and please just press buttons. Don't be shy. You're not going to break it. Just press buttons, see what they do. Some stickers that you choose can even move and talk. Like there's a little cow sticker that goes, "Good job. Well done, you can do it." So it's really cute. There we go. Practice makes perfect. Keep practicing. All right, great. Let's move on. So this is something that you can use additionally to the built-in whiteboard. Like I showed you before, I have this and I can use this as a reward system. You are a star. You got a star. You can draw a bunch of smiley faces and say what a good job you did today. Or make it like a reward system where the face goes from sad to smiley. So if you draw a sad face and you tell your students, "This man is sad. Please make him happy." And the better you speak, the happier this man will be. Right? So you can just put it away when you don't need it. That's the nice part about it. Maybe draw a circle and draw or ask the student to tell you how to draw a man. They will tell you nose, eyes, ears, mouth. You can review vocabulary with it too. What I like to do, instead of using an additional whiteboard or chalkboard, blackboard like you saw, I've got a notepad here which works just as well. So if I want to quickly review a word, I will just take my crayon or something nice and visible and I will draw a... Can you guess what teacher is drawing? A flower. Maybe this is another reward system. Wow, it's a happy flower because you speak so well. Good job. Well done. There we go. I'm going to try and provide as many examples as possible in this training as well. So let me get to my favorite prop so I can do that. And you know what my favorite prop is? Hopefully it will also be your favorite prop. Panda, puppets. I've got all sorts of puppets. Puppets are really nice if they are on a stick. I've discovered that because they're very easy to use for online teaching. And kids love them. So I've got 2 of them on a stick like this. Just bear in mind when I say puppets, it can be just cute and cuddly soft toys as well. So not necessarily puppets where you can move their mouths and their hands, but toys like these are great, right? So here are my 2 stick puppets. Then I also have a finger puppet. I'm a minion, I'm a minion, I'm a minion. So that works well. Another stick puppet, but this one is more like a prop. And then you don't always have to buy a puppet. It's easy to make one. Of course it's a sock puppet. I'm going to show you. So this is my dog, Bingo. Hello. And I like to play the sound when I press Bingo. When I bring Bingo out. So there we go. The sound goes together with the puppet. And this can be like a little teacher's assistant. So, Bingo, what are we going to do today? Are we going to learn English, math, science? Math! No! My puppets are always silly and students love correcting them. No! What class is this? Math class? Yes! And the student by this time would be saying, no, no, Bingo, it's English. It's an English class. Oh, Bingo, it's an English class. Woof, woof. Okay, it's an English class. So there we go. I put a nose on a sock, 2 ears, even a collar and some colors. And this works well. Right. Often kids are shy. I would say the majority of Chinese kids are shy. They are hardworking and shy. So 2 main points you need to know about Chinese children. Also, they might find us a bit intimidating. So they don't really know us. We are foreigners. We always dress in red, have a weird backdrop behind us. We look different. We sound different. Everything is not Chinese and not something they're used to. So in this case, when we bring out a toy, this is something they're used to. So they know this cuddly toy. They know Panda. I try to make it Panda because they often say that's their favorite toy. So otherwise a dog or a cat can work as well. They love dogs, cats, pandas. Those are sort of the favorite toys of Chinese kids. And you can use your puppet in the introduction or throughout the lesson. So your puppet can actually help you right throughout the lesson, or maybe just to bring it out at the beginning, or maybe at the end as a reward, or in the middle to break up the lesson and help the student. So how about doing an introduction instead of just saying, hi, what is your name? What is your name? My name, teacher, your name. All right. Sometimes that doesn't work and they just keep silent. Just understand they are scared as well. They are shy and scared, and they're scared of making mistakes. That's actually what they're scared of. So once you bring out a puppet, they start speaking to the puppet more than to you. Hi, my name is Panda. Hello. What is your name? They'll be answering the panda. They didn't answer you, but they will answer your puppet. Another point, if you want to use your puppet during class, link it to the material you're teaching, right? So you're learning animals, maybe easy animals. What animal do you like, Panda? Cat. Oh, Panda's favorite animal is cat. Can you say cat? Student doesn't want to repeat. Say cat. Cat. Meow. And I love using this microphone. Worst case scenarios always works when students don't answer the puppet. They'll answer a microphone and a puppet. Kind of helps them also create the impression of question answer. They sometimes don't know if we are asking them or we are telling them. And often at Chinese schools, they tell them things. They don't have lots of questions and discussions and debates. They just tell them, this is what we're learning, etc., etc. But here, they get a bit confused when it's their turn to speak or when they're just meant to listen. So, what is your name? Do you like cats? There we go. This helps them. Often you do a one-on-one class as well, and again, this can be a lot of pressure, right? This is literally the interview. I ask, you answer, and there's no one that can answer for you, and there's no one else that I'll be asking. So this can be really intimidating. But having a little puppet friend just creates the impression of a third person. So 2 silly students, all right, 1 very silly student, 1 clever student, because I'll always make the student correct the panda, or panda makes a mistake and the student shouts wrong or right or no panda or yes panda. And it just creates the impression that there's another student in your class, which is really nice for kids. So there we go. If you're shy to use puppets, please don't be shy to use them, because our shy students need them, right? This is your number 1 prop. Please use puppets in class. I must admit, I really was shy to use a puppet. I actually thought it was really weird, and using toys is weird. I wasn't used to using toys or puppets in classroom. Maybe I was used to using flashcards. That's as far as I went. But I wasn't quite as dramatic with toys. And I started off teaching adults as well with our tutor groups. So when I started teaching kids, this was a whole different world to me too. And when I started using puppets, I just saw how the kids reacted to these props. How they just came out of their shells, started speaking, forgot their fears. They just made sentences, repeated, laughed. When you have a student that laughs in your class, you know you've won them over. So please try it. Go for it. You won't want to stop it because you'll see what reaction it produces. All right, I'm going to show you 3 card tricks, and that's the next part of the training. So flashcards as props. Now you can link this to your material, which is nice, so it can be used as revision. Or perhaps you can just do something very different and very random. So kids like both of these, so link to material, especially parents will love that one, or random. So random games are also good because it helps them just take the focus off and just have fun. And then it helps them to focus again. So how about I show you 3 games and you can see how fun it is from your side. Did you see what that was? Tree? Branch? Look again. So this is called flashing the flashcard, and it's really fun. Please do pre-teach the vocabulary words to the kids before you do this game, unless they're very easy words like cat and dog. So there we go. Quickly show them a flashcard and then turn it away. It'll make it a game and will make learning fun. Okay, how about slowly revealing them and hiding? This is the second one. So let's play a game. What is this? Oh, it's got 2 ears. It's red. What do you think it is? No, not a dog. No, not a cat. Fox! Wow, you guessed it. It's a fox. Good job. Well done. Learning is fun. And then, of course, when you teach very young kids phonics and blending, it's very nice to show them words. For example, here we have red, but they often pronounce it as red when they start learning English. So you can explain to them that this d needs to be pronounced very quickly. Red, red. So, red. They can just learn to pronounce the last sound and then put it together. Red, red. Red. Or teach them to pronounce the last 2 letters. Ed, 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 ed. Red, red, red. So blending phonics is also great. Those are 3 flashcard games. If you have more, please use them in class. And it's a good break or link to the material. All right, and the last one of the props is the realia. I'm just going to pretty much show you what I've got. Okay, again, why they like realia is because it's a real souvenir. Not the real Eiffel Tower, but it's a real souvenir. As I mentioned with adults, right now, you can't really use puppets. Flashcards might be a bit childish. Using the whiteboard is good for adults, right? Please use a whiteboard. Don't use stickers, really. You can, just to encourage them, maybe put 100%. But stickers are more needed for kids. But using realia for adults is really nice. For example, I was teaching them adapter, plug, socket, and all those words that there was only one picture for all those words. That was really complicated. So I just decided to show them mine, right? And this made sense, and everybody loved that class because I showed them something authentic. How about using things from your kitchen? Bowl, spoon. And kids will really love this one. Chocolates. Because they can see the writing. It's in English. Even if they have a Kit Kat, it's not written in English, so they can see our packaging. They will love it. Oh, no chocolate. OUP classes often have stationery, and they often have pretty much repeated vocabulary for level 2 and level 3, level 4. So you'll find props that you can collect from your house and put next to your computer and reuse them for OUP lessons. For example, a music player. I know, ancient, right? But nevertheless, music player, you can actually show them. Or calculator, or stapler, crayon, and just bring your own things in. So this one is a really nice warm-up for maybe teenagers or intermediate students. I show them this. I ask them what this is. Oh, okay, it's a pig. Oh, piggy bank. What's inside? Money pig. No, piggy bank. And then we talk about pocket money, what they buy with their pocket money, what they use their pocket money for, and of course, I'll show them some of my coins. So it creates a really nice warm-up or just free talk time. So use food a lot. They love seeing what we eat and drink, right? Coke, water. I often show them my coffee cup, coffee. And of course, you can use it to link to the material in the way like you're learning colors or shapes. If I teach them thick and thin, I'll show them books. All right. It's a thick book, thin book. Books are really nice because you can always give them classroom instructions like, let's read, or just chat to them about their interests. Do you like reading? Do you like to read? Do you like English books? What stories do you like? Depending on the level. So I would say out of all the Realia props, this I use the most effective. And then I would say I would use this one quite often with girls. They would say, oh, I like painting, or I like drawing. And we'd pretend to be painting something. Or make lines in the air and help them guess. What am I drawing? Circle. Yes. What am I drawing? What is this? Triangle. Yes. There we go. Have fun. All right, so that sort of sums up all the props, all right? Now there is another section to teaching kids and also beginner adults. I would say TPR, okay, that stands for Total Physical Response. TPR is for kids and adults. So kids and adults. With kids, I'd say it's level 1 to 3. With adults, they often speak better when they're level 3 than kids speak when they're level 3. So I would say level 1 to 2. It depends on the adults, of course. Also depends on how much TPR you use. Basically, this is miming. Miming and speaking. This is actions speak louder than words. And apart from these pictures, I'm sure you use TPR for different things. I'm going to show you each one of these and different actions I like doing. For example, I don't really do this for say. I put my finger here, say. And it just depends on what you're comfortable with. Say or speak, speak. Repeat. I like to move closer to the camera as well. They can look at my mouth for pronunciation. Red, apple, ah. There we go. Some teachers do this for speak as well. Speak. Maybe a dialogue, like a puppet. Speak, right? Then listen. Like I said, the microphone really does this very nicely. I find I don't do this very often. I just do this and then the kids know that I am listening to them and it's their turn to speak or answer or repeat. But if I do this, I just do my finger. So it depends what you're comfortable with, like this or just like this. Then good. Wow, there's so many ways to do this. Maybe put your hands together like this, your fists. Good job. Or just do one. Good. Have it nice and close to the camera, not like somewhere far away. And you can do a high five as well. They will do a high five back on the camera. Sometimes you'll see the iPad flying and then they just, okay, that doesn't often happen, but it's funny when that happens. You can then say, wow, that was such a sore high five, a hard high five. Good job. They like this as well. Perfect. Perfect. And clapping hands, maybe a round of applause. High clap, low clap. They love praises. Then what is very similar to my why? Why do you like cats? Oh, this question is amazing. If they make a statement and you want them to say something more, just ask them why. I like dogs. Why? I don't like English. Why? Make them speak English. So I can shrug my shoulders, but then I'll also show my hands quite close because of the camera angle. So why? Look, that's a nice one. Two eyes, sort of like binoculars or just circling your eyes. Look, I like to do this, but this often is where or look. If you think about it, if you sort of look this way, which is your, well, right now because of my camera is in reverse. This is my left-hand side. But if I look at this, it looks like I'm looking at the material. So if I go like this, look, they know they have to look at the material. I'm trying to show them something. I go like this, look, look. I'm actually pointing the other way around. So that helps. But you can just do your finger as well. Look. Or just bring your eyes really up and close. Look. Then your turn is very similar to listen. Yeah, this works nicely with puppets, right? Puppet speaking. Your turn, this is nice with the hand or with both hands. Is very nice. Nice open gesture. Your turn. Okay, so think of TPR to every sort of word or step that you say in your lesson. With low levels, this is vital. I want to do something. I want to cover everything here on this page, and I want you to look at my TPR and then just think about it. Did that actually help you with understanding what the song or the exercise is about? Now, I'm only doing TPR. I won't be speaking then. I will uncover this. So, what do you think that was? Okay, let's do the next one. All right. What was that? I have one cute little mouth to smile at you. I have two little eyes to look, look, look. I have two little ears to listen, listen, listen. I have one little nose to sniff, sniff, sniff. Basically, if you wouldn't know this song, or if you would pretend all of this was in a language you couldn't understand, you could make out from the TPR what I'm trying to say. So when you add actions it helps the students understand. So some words they might have forgotten, but with an action they will remember. Other words they might not know, but from your actions they'll understand. So it actually minimizes your explanation of words because we can't explain it to them in Chinese. We can only use English in class. Okay, great. So I'm going to end off with an example. And I'm going to show you how I would teach this lesson, maybe a few ways of teaching this lesson using props. We have a situation here. The situation is you have a shy and distracted student. Okay, shy means you need to elicit speaking. Distracted means maybe they're not interested in the lesson. So that's why they're not paying attention. Or they're tired. They go to school from 9 to 5. They might be tired. So you need to lighten things up. All right. Okay. Let's learn 4 new words. Hi, Panda. Oh, Panda. Say hello to Panda. Hi. Panda, what do you have? What is this? What is this, Panda? Bag. This? Bag? No. And the student by this time would be saying, no, Panda, no. It's a pencil. Yes, it's a pencil. For example, your student knows all of these words and you want to make it more complicated. So how about finding a sticker that matches your puppet? I like doing this. Then it can be linked to the puppet as well. In my case, there is a sticker of a puppet here. And upload the sticker next to the pencil. And then you can say, Panda has a pencil. So besides just learning boring words that the student knows, you can expand it and add, apart from puppet and realia, you can add sentences and make it more complicated using the whiteboard. So now, let's say it like this. Panda has a pencil. What does Panda have? Panda has a pencil. Yeah, very good. Good job. Gold star. You can always look at the details on the material as well. For example, they've learned the word book, but what picture is on the book? What picture is on the book? Is it a dog, a cat, a bird? Wow, it's a beautiful peacock. What color is the peacock? Now you're speaking about the details. Or when you use Realia prop, and I'll just put it here on the list, Realia, puppet, whiteboard, you can also put everything in your one prop bag. This can be a nice game. For example, you're starting the lesson and you have all of those 3 things in your bag and you just show your student the bag. What is in my bag? What is in my bag? And you provide some hints to show them these 3 words in the bag. Oh, take out the pencil. It's a pencil. Take out the book. It's a book. Ask the student if they have a bag, if they have a pencil and a crayon and a book. They also love showing you their things. So some of them will run to another room and quickly fetch their bag. Oh, look at my bag, teacher. I have a blue bag. So cool. Okay. Then, speaking of stickers, you could also continue uploading stickers and asking them what objects they have. So, what does a teacher have? Oh, this teacher has a crayon. Then making it more complicated, does the teacher have a book? No. Does the panda have a book? No. Does the panda have a pencil? Yes. Now, this is, of course, for a student that can say these words pretty quickly. What if the student is so low level they don't actually know how to pronounce these words nicely? Again, you can use your puppet friend, microphone, to repeat. Maybe make it fun. Let's say the word book 3 times. Panda, go. Book, book, book. Let's go. Book, book, book. Maybe say it in a lion's voice. Book. Can you say it in a little mouse voice? Book, book. So you can also change your voice, tone, use puppet, and write it out. For example, every 2-syllable word, I normally break it up. Pencil, and show with my fingers. Pencil, pencil. Crayon, crayon, crayon. There we go. So again, you can use the whiteboard, the realia, the stationery, which is realia, the puppet to brighten up a lesson. Make it more difficult if it's too easy. Simplify it if it's too difficult. Make it fun if it's boring. And link it to the students' interests. They will always love that. So there we go. Everybody, I wish you all the best with your props and the use of TPR. Have fun. Thank you for watching this training, everybody. Bye-bye.